Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're taking on theory health stages 5 and 6 of the month of May of 2021. First we're taking on stage 5, Pontos. We are doing this both stages on 3 stars, and yeah, I lost the previous footage when I cleared both of these stages for the first time, but I used these same teams again, and you know guys, I cleared this the first try and now I did it again on the first try as well. So yeah, I haven't failed with these teams. That's how good these teams are. However, they are not free to play since we are using Ganymede here. Ganymede is amazing. Now, guys, the most important thing for you to keep in mind is that the boss has 270 speed. That's why I went with Tyrone instead of going for a Berad. For instance, a Berad will be much better here than Tyrone, given that he only hits once and AoE freezes and pushes back everyone with the same skill. However, you will need your other units to be above 270 speed total. That's including your arena towers. And that's very hard to achieve. So I decided to go Tyrone, which allows me to not change any runes on my units and is still very good. However, you will have to keep in mind not to use the second skill of Tyrone, since that will be actually kind of deleting himself, you know? He will receive so much damage that he will disappear from the battlefield. So, apart from that, that's fairly straightforward and easy stage. Consider that you will be able to start using the second skill of Tyrone once you have 3 or less enemies left on the battlefield, and that point will be amazing for you because it will allow you to permanently control the enemy teams. And of course, remember to always time the heals from Beladion after Tyrone has done his AoE so that you can replenish his HP and he can AoE attack again. And if you keep doing that, there won't be many problems. Remember that Ganymede should reset the homunculus as many times as possible, and the homunculus will reset everyone so that you can repeat the cycle of using the third skill of Tyrone and using the heals from Beladion. Apart from that, guys, this is a very straightforward stage. So I will see you at the boss. And here we are, we're replenishing all our skills so that they are all available here. And now we push back the boss, and if we are lucky enough, we will be pushing back everyone with Ganymede. And now the boss is reset, so yeah, you have to do one thing here, guys. You have to keep those irises freezed. And that's all you need in order to actually go straight for Pontos. So here you will be going straight for the boss, you defense break him when you can, and yeah, there's not much more to say. The second skill of Spectra will deal tons of damage on Pontos, and you have to get lucky enough in order for you to actually keep him reset and with the lowest attack bar possible. And if he attacks once or twice, it doesn't matter, he will most likely be under attack break. And even if he's not, he will go for the Dark Homunculus, which is one of your tankiest units by default. So there should not be problems here unless you fail to freeze the irises all the time, which means that the boss will be healing over and over again. And yeah, that can make you actually take longer to clear this, but it will not break your run. So in the end, eventually you will be able to freeze them and keep them frozen and then go for the boss without problems. So yeah, that's it, guys. I will show you the rooms after we finish this run, and I will see you on stage 6. Here we are, stage 6, and here the team, I love this team. This team is so good that it's really hard for it to lose, but it can lose to a clutch RNG during the second wave, because the real boss of this stage is the second wave actually. So, you know, you will have to Saurian here to defense rake and to oblivion the opponent. That's super important, you know, you need to land those oblivions, especially during the second wave. no other place. And remember, here everyone has violent runes, so that means the opponents will actually wake up from the freeze or the stuns and they will attack you. So during the first wave you want to prevent that from Carcano especially, because that's a huge threat to everyone. So if you can manage to actually keep them pushed back, it will be really easy. And of course, how do you do that? Well, you have the second skill of Tyrone to push back everyone. Then you will save the second skill of Ganymede for when you don't have the second skill of Tyrone. I mean this, after you load everyone down and you push them back with your Ganymede during turn 1. After that, your Tyrone can freeze everyone and then lap the opponents and push them back. After he used the pushback, you use the second skill of Ganymede. That means that Tyrone will have his second skill available again. Next turn you will be pushing everyone back with Tyrone, and by that time your Ganymede will already have his AoE pushback, which means that he will be able to control them once again. Now, if you get 1 or 2 violent procs out there, remember that you have 2 violent sets on your Ganymede here. Well, that means that you have the second skill of Ganymede available again, which means that you can reset Tyrone, which means that you can push everyone back once more. And by that time, something must have died to your 2 birds, because your Shaman and your Spectra will be hitting like machines here. And if your Thessarian was able to defense break, then one thing will go down, and it will buy you a ton of time as well. So yeah, this stage should be easy, but this second wave, well, the most important part is to actually land the Oblivion and the defense break on that ragdoll. The defense break is not that important. The most important part is actually the Oblivion. So then your Spectra should have slowed down the opponent, should have played slow, and then your Tyrone can push them back or freeze them. And yeah, you will be actually relying on landing that Oblivion on the opponent ragdoll, and then you can Oblivion the Leo so that you gain the speed advantage and the slows on the opponent monsters count actually, and then you can start Oblivioning each Laika so that they don't revenge. After you killed the ragdoll, which will be very easy to do if you manage to defense break him, since you have Shaman here and Shaman will take over half of its HP. So if you manage to do that, then this stage will become fairly easy and you will be able to control those Laikas. And the Laikas are a big threat. However, if they are attack broken and they have glancing and they have Oblivion, then they can glance because you're ignoring their passive, so your Ganymede will be safe. They will go for Ganymede anyways, and your Ganymede should be built very tanky as well, so yeah, there should not be many problems if you use this team. And as I told you guys, I ran this stage twice and I cleared it twice on my first try. So that's it. I will see you at the boss stage, which will be really fast. And here we are replenishing our skills in order to get to the boss stage with our full skills. And of course we're using skill 1 of Shannon, which is your healer, and he heals a lot as well, which is amazing because he's your best damage dealer and your healer all in one. And yeah, we keep using skill 1, and once we kill that, yeah, we are done. And now we're able to push back and slow if possible. It was not. Now if we land the pushback, it will be red. And remember, your Thessarian should move before your Shaman, not before your Spectra, it's not necessary, but before your Shaman, which is really clutch because you want to land the defense break, perfect. So now we can take out almost half of the HP of the boss. And now we can AoE pushback with Tyrone, and now Ganymede can reset Tyrone so that we can repeat that. And with one more round of attacks, we are done with the boss. as easy as that. The boss stage is a joke, guys, is a joke. So yeah, the second phase is actually what matters during stage 6. So guys, I will show you the rooms after this, and if this was useful for you, remember to leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you have any questions about the game, let me know in the comment section and I will be very happy to reply as always. See you all guys in the next one. Bye bye.